is like the third time I attempted to do this video because I have a pounding headache right now and I feel like I'm on fire. But I want to talk about the strike that we're all going on apparently again here. So we're going to block people from getting to work again, and we're going to demand higher rates. These higher rates are most likely going to get passed down to the consumer, the regular consumer, people out there in the four-wheelers and stuff, you know, and I guess yourself. And yeah, we're going to pay more for the goods that are shipped, if anything even comes of it, which it ain't, guys. You think the CEOs of these major corporations and companies are going to, you know, quit taking their bonuses to hand it over to us? No. They're going to probably beg the mega carriers to haul their freight, because these company guys ain't going to go on strike with us. You know they're not. They got to feed people. They got to feed their family. And most of us have to still feed our families, pay our mortgages and stuff. Who's gonna come bail me out when I go on strike here for a couple weeks? You guys got like a fund going on, you know, to make sure everyone's truck payments are still paid, make sure their mortgage is paid, make sure they can buy food for their family, make sure they can afford to pay their health insurance and whatnot. No, there is no fund for us to pull from. There is no trucker fund, if you want to call that, or whatever, for us to help each other out or nothing like that. It just ain't gonna happen. What happened to all that money that apparently went to the last strike? Whatever, the one I think we went to DC. What happened to that money? Didn't a lot of that get embezzled, disappeared? We don't even know where it went. So I don't know. It's so freaking idiotic. I don't know. It's probably because we're watching all these unions getting what they want and everything, and that's a totally different thing, guys. They have lobbying groups. They have the majority of Congress on their side. The ones that, you know, want the unions and suckle off of their vote and everything. So they're the golden egg, I guess you could say, the golden goose for them. Most of us, we're nothing. In fact, a lot of them probably view us as the, most of us vote a certain way. We already know that. I know some of you don't, but they're not going to help us out, guys. You really want to do something constructive, go back down to DC again, professionally. Find a lobbying group, maybe one of the ones that already represents some of us. Nice suit and tie guy, speaks professionally, doesn't curse. Go down there all nice. Don't throw pee bottles everywhere. Don't defecate on next to trucks or whatnot, or all the other bull crap I heard it was going on down there. And protest, actually, at the government buildings. Sure, your truck's going to get probably towed and repossessed and everything. That's the price you're going to have to pay. Bother them. Don't bother the regular people. Don't clog up 495 and all that stuff. All right? Bother the actual politicians. Go out in front of the main FMCSA building. Protest there. Actually have real demands. I would say number one demand right here off the bat, before we even start talking about possible rates or whatnot, or broker transparency or anything. How about we try to quit killing people here a little bit? How about we try doing that? How about we get the FMCSA to actually enact real certification, like testing laws and whatnot, so we don't have what we got going on here? I tell you what, those same people, which I'm not gonna get into it because people are gonna get mad. Those same people that we complain about and everything, they're not gonna be there protesting with us. They're gonna be out making money, laughing at the majority of us. You want to get rid of some of the stupid bullshit? First things first, right there. Safety. Go right after safety. There's no reason for them to back away from it. And in the long run, it'll put money back in our pockets. It'll probably clean up a lot of the industry, period. All right. Then who knows? We might not even need handouts then. And that's what most of you guys are asking for, handouts. If you can't see right now that it's more than just trucking and it's the freaking economy, I don't know what to tell you. If you look at or talk to some of the brokers, or we should say agents or whatnot, they are in the same damn boat that we're in. They have overcapacity. They have brokers cutting throats. When you have multiple people from the top, all the way from the shipper down, trying to cut the rate, the guy on the bottom, which is us, because most of us have no idea even what a balance sheet is, or freaking hell, it's a lot of the guys. This includes like the lease purchase drivers and even the owner operators, and hell, probably even some of the small fleets or whatnot. They don't even know what their numbers are. They don't know how much it actually costs their truck to go from point B to point A to point B to point C and whatnot. And then you hear about these chameleon carriers, the double brokering, which a lot of it's happening between carrier to carrier. All right, a lot of the double. I know we're talking about double brokering from brokers, but a majority of it, the big part of it, is from carrier or from broker to carrier, and then to another carrier. So I don't know. What are we going to do something about that too? Either way, between us and the brokerages, there's overcapacity in the market. The economy has slowed down. It just has. Consumer spending has... I don't care. If you guys actually are believing what CNN, MSNBC, hell, even Fox now, if you actually believe in that, you're believing what's coming out of the White House, you're a freak. No wonder you're probably going out of business. No wonder you're begging the government for a handout and all these extra regulations. We're asking for regulations on top of regulations for other parts of the industry, and look what regulations has done for us. What goes around comes around, guys. What goes around comes around. I don't know. I don't even know why I'm making this video feeling like this right now, because I just probably look like a freaking idiot right now. But I just feel a particular way right now after watching the video, and it's just... I figure I'd try to get out there now, even though my brain ain't working right now. But hey, it's best time to do it. Best time to do it, guys. Like I said, I'm always going to keep it real, and guess what? I'm sick in a truck with some over-the-counter medicine, and this is trucking here, right here. So, and what I'm saying is that's how I feel right now too about it. First things first about trucking here, guys. Fix safety first. In fact, I would say between that, like I said, there are other things I could say, but I don't want to be labeled as a certain thing. All right? And to be honest, though, it works both ways. In fact, there's carriers right now that have drivers, I don't know, we'll just not get into that part, but there's carriers right now that have drivers that don't have CDLs that are driving. There's such thing called a chameleon carrier, where these shit carriers just somehow magically open up another carrier, get another MC. Why aren't we on top of that? Why aren't we actively trying to fight the fraud too? Why aren't we actively calling out these other carriers that we know are double brokering? I know everyone's gonna be like, the broker. They're fighting each other too right now. There's a lot of crappy, shitty brokers that are out there right now, because if you go right now, go look for broker courses. I always talk about how all these drivers got hustled into these lease purchase programs and stuff. Don't let me even get started about that trucking guru girl, lady, or whatever. That's going to be another video, and I'm not going to do that why I feel like this. But there are so many willing participants to just follow follow anyone that just comes on YouTube or Facebook or whatnot and just hand them freaking money. Stop it, guys. Stop it. Trucking and all this industry, it's now like the new money grab. It's supposed to be the new thing to get you out of poverty, the new thing to get you from working at Walmart, working in a retail setting. It's supposed to be a thing that lifts you up. It's only going to lift so many people up, guys. And knowledge, you still got to have freaking knowledge of this industry, of business. Nothing is going to get handed to you. This is not a get rich quick scheme, all right? And the problem is, people are treating it like that. And then when the money does start running out, guess what? They start grasping at anything they can. And we all start getting schemy and scammy and starting to do illegal shit. And it screws everyone in the end. Like usual, this trucking, what do you want, strike, isn't going to work. You're just going to piss a lot of people off. Look what happened during COVID. Did the Biden administration come on TV and say, my fellow truckers, Americans that are truckers and whatnot, your country needs you? No, they had a bunch of meetings with the ATA and stuff and all the big mega carriers. You know what'll happen if we somehow magically go on a strike? We already know the ATA ain't going to do it. We know these mega carriers ain't going to do it. We know the employees for these mega carriers are going to do it. And we know a lot of these foreign carriers ain't going to do it either. All right? They're going to look at us as a liability. They're going to look at us as that at this total, if we actually, a decent amount of us go on strike, a matter of national security. And guess what? Just like anybody else, just like how Elon Musk gets a lot of government money for what he does and all these other companies and Microsoft and stuff, guess what? The ATA will start getting funded by the government. Matter of national security. They'll start, who knows, maybe they'll start giving out contracts. Just like it was back in the way old days, back in the 70s and 80s. The government will tell you who's going to run this lane and do what. And what we'll do is we'll shut the little guy out, the little business guy, just trying to, grow his business and hopefully, secure customers and everything. We'll shut that out. We'll have just the ATA and all those mega carriers, and they'll start getting funded from the government. And they'll lap it up, and the lobbying money will flow. I don't know. Maybe I'm probably gonna put this up, but anyway, that's my 2 cents. That's how I feel about it. Let me get off here before I have an aneurysm or something. My head's freaking pounding. So, thanks for stopping by Jackknife TV and listening to me ramble. Why I have a splitting headache and I know I had to do this now, or I was gonna forget really what I wanted to say, but it probably came out like crappy anyway. So. Take care, be safe, and, think about things before you start doing it. Think long and hard how it's going to affect everybody involved and how you're going to be viewed. It's a no-brainer, guys. You're going to have to come up with something a lot better than that. So,